Hi, everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I'm not going to be walking this morning. I'll get some walking in during the day, I'm sure. But because it's 30 degrees outside, the high is only going to be 37. Well, today's Tuesday, December 8th also. No rain chance, 61% humidity, says 7 mile per hour wind, and air quality is 36, which is in the good range. But I also have to go for my infusion today. It's scheduled at 1 o'clock. However, I go the day before, or if it's on a Monday, like I go on Friday to get my blood work. But I go the day before, like I went yesterday to get my blood work to check, and they won't do it unless they can check and make sure nothing's been damaged from it. And so they called me when we were getting ready to leave for Logan's therapy, and said that could I come back down there and give another blood sample. And I said, why? And she said, well, they let it coagulate, basically, is what she said. And so they couldn't use it. They couldn't get a reading, the right reading off of it. And I was like, no, we're leaving. We're leaving right now. We're going out the door to go to Logan's therapy. And she said, well, can you come after? And I said, well, it'll be like 5 o'clock. She said, well, we close. The last person leaves at 4:30 in there in the lab or whatever. And I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. And she said, well, we open at 7:30 in the morning. I said, ma'am, I'm not coming at 7:30 in the morning. If I had to, I mean, it wasn't my fault anyway. And she said, well, you can come in an hour early, so I got to and get it done, and they'll get the results and do your infusion. So I have to go in at 12 instead of 1. It already takes, usually it's after 4 when we get home regularly. So now I'm going to be there for another hour or so. So I guess I'll just be there, most of the day, it seems like. So I don't know what, how that's the first time that's happened, but I noticed Beth from Frugal Mama in the Woods said her that's happened to her before too. Anyway, so got that to do today. I'll also be doing sometime when I get home, I guess. I don't have time before we go now to do it. I'll be doing a preview of the review. I'll be doing showing you what Logan will be trying tomorrow on Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews. Of course, I try stuff too. Time permitting, I've got a Christmas tag. I was tagged by Abigail Navarro, and it's a good tag. So I've been working on that, but I don't know if I'll get to it today or not. What's for dinner? We were so tired and everything yesterday. After we got done and it was late, he was in there for over an hour and a half in his therapy. And so we just, in Pals, one of the Pals, there's more than one, there's 3 here in town. One of them was right on the way back home, so we stopped and got Pals. That's the thumbnail you'll see today, is that big Pal with cheese and Frenchy fries, as they call them. It's delicious. So we were supposed to have leftovers yesterday, which we weren't really looking forward to anyway, even though it'd be fine, it'd be good, that Mexican casserole. So I guess we'll be having that today, I guess. I don't know what I'll feel like after the day's over. It just drains you being at that place, emotionally and physically, everything, because you see so many sick people. You feel so bad for them. And they were really busy yesterday, so I imagine they'll be busy today. It's cold in here. And if you've noticed, I did a couple this morning. I know they'll make extra videos, but they're only like a minute long. And I started doing the Elf Yourself. And I was going to do the free version, but they don't offer that many this year. There was just like a couple, I think. And, I thought, well, that's not really much. So I went ahead and paid for it. So I have unlimited access to it. And I think there's something like 25 of them. So we'll have plenty of those mixed in with jib jabs now. So, and if you would like to be in a jib jab and you're a subscriber of mine, if you'd like to be in a jib jab or elf yourself, I can't tell you which. I'll just do them as I get to them. Send your pic to me in an email, or if you're with me on Facebook, just send it on Messenger, and I'll get you on one. And they're really fun. I get a kick out of them. So let's see what else. Yeah, I get aggravated about see what I'm going to ask them to do today. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but I'm just going to say, listen, if you're going to take my blood, can't you just go ahead and put my IV in? That way I don't have to get stuck again. And, you know, and sometimes you end up getting, if they can't get it, and my veins aren't that great anymore because I've been, I don't know, a million times probably I've been stuck in IVs and stuff and taking blood and this and that. But I don't see why they couldn't. That way I don't have to. And sometimes when they're trying to get your IV, they'll take 2 or 3 times. I get, you know, I mean, that hurts, especially when they're in there fishing around trying to find a vein and they're moving the needle around inside of you. And she's like, what's wrong? I said, that hurts, ma'am. You know, what do you want me to tell you? It feels good. Go ahead. Keep on. You know, one of them said I made her nervous because I went, ow. And she said, I made her nervous. Well, you made me real nervous. You made me yell ow. So what's wrong with that? So, I mean, I don't care. I've been through so much. I don't care to tell them whatever it is. I'm not going to sit there and just take it, you know, if they're not doing a good job or something. If you don't know how to do it, get somebody else to, is all I got to say. But it's real, like I said, it's real cold out there. The garden looks the same as yesterday. There's no use to go back out there. Joy said just stay in because I'm going to have to eat something before we go or I'll get jittery, you know. If I go without it, I don't want to be that way up there. So one thing about it is sometimes they'll have, since I go at 1 usually, but I'll be there a little earlier today. I don't know if I'll get in a room by 1, but they got these. I showed it last time. I'll try to film some in there, but you know, if there's a lot of people in the same room, used to it was a big area, and you was pretty. You know, they couldn't tell what you were doing too much. As much you were more closed in. Now they just put like 4 people in each room in a separate room. I don't know why they're doing it that way. It's still no better. You're still just as close as you are in the other one. But I won't film, you know, if I have to show people, you know, that are having their infusions, I won't do that. I won't show them. I'll just show myself. But if I can film some, I will. If not, I usually just take some pictures, you know. But anyway, they usually offer you a snack, and I didn't know it. The last time, this one said, well, do you want a sandwich? And I was like, well, I don't know. Do you have them? And she said, well, usually if there's anything left, you see, because lunchtime, you know, is obviously 12. And then if I get there by 1, I usually don't get started until going on 2. And then they'll ask me if I want something to eat. But anyway, they brought me this little lunch box, you know, just a cardboard little box, like, and not really all cardboard, you know what I mean, just made like cardboard, but thinner, and just a little box, paper box, and it had all kinds of stuff in it. And all they had last time was tuna, but it was actually pretty good. You know, I don't mind a tuna sandwich, but I'm going to ask him about that today because I'll be there so long, you know. I need something to eat after so long, especially when you're getting all that done. Sometimes they give you pre-meds for the infusion for different things, and one of them's Benadryl, and a lot of the people fall asleep. I mean, that's when I usually start filming, is when everybody's asleep. I'll get sleepy, But but you know, y'all know I'm kind of hyper, so I'll get sleepy, but I'll just, you know, I won't fall asleep. I'll just kind of be, you know, a little dozy, bob on my head a little bit, but I don't ever go to sleep. So I'll probably, that's when I usually try to film, is when everybody's out of it. It does, though. That Benadryl makes you sleepy anyway, you know. So anyway, let me think. I can't think of anything else. I was going to say something else, but I didn't write it down. And obviously, if I don't write things down, I can't remember them very well. Are you that way too? I would have Post-it stickers probably everywhere if I used them. I would just put them everywhere to remind me stuff. But I just have my handy dandy notebook and my regular size notebooks in there that I use. And I go through them pretty quick. Well, everyone, I think that's going to be it for this morning's morning coffee break. I just thought I'd do one because when it gets really cold and stays cold, that's what I'll be doing of the mornings. So let me know what you're having for dinner. You can also send your pictures to me of your dinner to be considered to be a thumbnail on morning coffee break, or take a walk with me if I get to do any, one or the other. So everybody, I appreciate you watching so much. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you later on, probably after my infusion. Okay, yeah, it does make me feel bad for a few days. Not really, it's more like wore out, really drained, and muscles sore and stuff like that, but I don't feel really sick like I used to with the Cialis that I used to get. It made me sick like I had the flu for about 4 or 5 days or more. So at least I don't have to go through that, but it still has side effects that are pretty rough. It's strong medicine. All right, everybody, and I'll be seeing you later on. God bless.